Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Okay, so as you guys can see from the thumbnail, we are talking about Wakanda Forever. This is my Wakanda Forever review. I was not going to do a review. I was just going to watch the movie because, first of all, I was mad late watching it. Like, I saw it the past Tuesday. So I decided to do it thanks to Demarcus Vaughn and possibly one other person, but Demarcus was the first one to ask me. And I was like, you know what? I do have a few things to say. So maybe I'm going to come on here and say whatever I have to say. All right, guys. So I do want to start off by letting you know that I have not seen not one, okay? I haven't seen one review of this movie. So I don't know what people are saying, thinking. I just know what I've heard, okay? Like, I know I've heard that a lot of people, Black people in particular, didn't like it like that. And a lot of the nerds, like the Marvel nerds, were disappointed. And that's pretty much that. So I don't know much. I know about the hashtag recast T'Challa, which we will talk more about, and the whole bring Killmonger back thing. And we're going to talk about that. I have a segment dedicated to both of those things. But these, what you're going to hear right now, are my thoughts and only mine. They're unadulterated. It's not mixed with somebody else's. Like, this is all me. Okay. So let me start off. I'm almost nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, because I know that it's going to be a lot of mixed feelings up in here. Okay. And now let me just tell y'all one thing before we go. Okay. I just got on the Marvel train. So I'm new to this, as far as like I'm not a nerd at all, like with the Marvel stuff. Like, I just started, so I don't know much. So if I say something that's wrong, or I don't really have the names right or whatever, just, I don't care. Don't come for me, because I don't want to hear it. Okay, you can correct me with love, but don't come for me, because I know how nerds get, and they be getting on my nerves because they act like they don't know how to separate reality from TV and movies and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna say all of that. Okay. I started my Marvel, watching Marvel movies like this year, probably 2 months ago, 3 months ago, probably around the summertime. And I loved it. I love it, right? Only the crazy thing is I didn't do it in order. And I still haven't seen Iron Man. And I love Iron Man. And I'm so pissed off of what they did to him in is it in Endgame. I did not like that. But Marvel fans and nerds told me not to worry, he'll be back. I guess because of what, the multiverse or something like that. I don't know. But I don't like what they did. All right. So anyway, let me say hello to some people. Hey, Little Rock, thank you for the super chat. He says, hope you and your family had a great Thanksgiving. Greetings from CT. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Wow, awesome. Hey, LSW says, hi, everyone. Just stopped by. Have not seen it yet. You look nice. Please hit the like. Yes, please hit the like button. And thank you so much. I thought that, I try to get a little Wakanda-esque. I feel like I'm trying to channel a little bit of my Queen Ramona, because she was doing it. Okay. Demarcus says, I wish Killmonger played a bigger role in Wakanda Forever. Killmonger was my favorite character in Black Panther. Awesome. We're going to talk about that. Conley. Hi, Mike Conley. So Mike says, I'm a nerd, so I'm going to be on your... Oh, really? I'll take it from you, Mike, because I know it ain't going to be nothing crazy. Like, you can say something crazy, but I know that you're not going to, like, you're just playing around. But I'm talking about the people that really try to come for you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Big Smooth. Thank you. I was trying to do a little something different. Okay, let me see who else. Eric asked, hey. And Michelle Wadler, Jeremiah, Stream Elements, and Demarcus is here as well. Okay, so here we go, guys. Are y'all ready for this? Don't get mad, but it was underwhelming for me. Okay, That's it. I had to say it. It was underwhelming for me. To be honest, like, I'm the type of person that if somebody will give me their opinion on something, I have to see it for myself. All right. And a lot of times I am pleasantly surprised as far as like it's nothing like what the person said it was going to be. Like, what was you talking about? Like, I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly thought, because of what people were saying, like I said, I don't know. I just know that there was a lot of, I heard that there was a lot of people that were upset. So I just figured that, you know what? Screw them nerds. I'm going to see how I like it. Okay. And I was underwhelmed. And I promise you, I'm saying this with all the respect I can, because these people, these actors, I admire them, I love them, but it was freaking underwhelming. I don't even like, because I'm not trying to pick this movie apart as far as like, I mean, come on, it was long as crap. Like, it's not like I was sitting there taking notes. I was trying to pay attention. So it's not going to be one of those kind of reviews. This is just an opinion type of review. It's not like, oh, we're going to go through scene by scene and all that. We're not doing that, you know. But very underwhelming. But there were some great parts. So we're going to go over some things that I did like, that I remember, and some things that I didn't like, some things I would change. We're going to talk about the hashtag recast T'Challa. We're going to talk about bringing Killmonger back. So those are all my little segments that I do have. So let me see what else. I want to make sure that I did not forget. Okay, so yes, here's what was underwhelming for me. There was this strong sense of emptiness in this movie. Obviously, guys, we know that the emptiness comes from the fact that T'Challa is dead, right? Chadwick is gone. The actor's gone. So, of course, there's an emptiness there. But it could have been fulfilled, in my opinion. I really do think it could have been fulfilled, but it was not. So it just could have been so much more going on that could have helped with that emptiness for me. Okay, now Michelle says she enjoyed the movie. Jeremiah says that the Queen's death made no sense, just random shock value. I'm going to talk about that. DeMarcus says I shedded a tear when the Queen died. And that's that. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to you guys' comments, but I do want to get into this. So, like I said, as someone who just started and everything, I really thought that I was gonna be okay with this movie. Not just okay, but more than okay. I thought I was really gonna enjoy it. Like, okay, you know, I expected, of course, not to see T'Challa. And when they did show him, guys, that part was sad. Like, I'm surprised I didn't shed a tear, but when they were showing him, you know, all the flashbacks and stuff, because Shuri was really going through it in the movie, and those moments were sad for me. I'm kind of like, it's hard for me to watch anything with Chadwick on now, any movies, even though like almost, I mean, I'm telling you, every movie that I've seen him, I love. I just think it's great. So he was just so phenomenal, and so to see him on the screen and knowing that he's gone. It wasn't easy. And I'm surprised that I didn't cry, but I had a moment where I just wanted to be kind of ghetto and be like, we love you, Chadwick, right? But that was just me wanting to say it. And I'm not even like that, because I hate like for people to like draw their attention to me. Like, I want to be an entertainer, but if I'm not on, I don't want to be on. Like, I don't want people freaking looking at me. So I'm weird like that. But I wanted to do that because it just felt this way for me. Like, I was just like, oh, I just want to scream out, we love you, Chadwick. You know how that go. But it was so silent. They had no music. There was nothing. That they definitely wanted you to feel a sense of emptiness. But at the same time, like, let's fill in the rest of the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so Big Smooth says, yeah, it was kind of, you know, fill in the blank. They didn't recast the king and got him out of there like that. Right. So, you know, what else do I want to talk about? So yeah, that's why I said the emptiness. And the movie just needed more. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that towards the end of this, this live. Okay, so now let's talk about a few things that I did like, or I'm going to say a few things that I loved. So, of course, guys, Queen Ramona. I mean, I loved her as the queen. I mean, the queen mother. She became queen after T'Challa died. And so I was feeling all of that. Like, she's beautiful. Come on. I love Angela Bassett, first of all. Okay. She was beautiful as the queen. She's fierce. She's poised. Her body. Guys, did y'all peep her body in that outfit and her royal getup? Like, yo, she still got the Tina Turner body, okay? Like, this chick did not go back after she worked out for that body when she played the Tina Turner role. She never went back. Her body has always been just stacked and just looking great, and especially for a woman for her age. Oh my gosh, I love her. Yes, Mike Conley. He says, I love everything that women do. Trust. I feel the same, okay? So anyway, I loved her as, the queen, and she was just everything. And what else did I like? I liked Sheree'S dedication to her brother. In the very beginning, she was trying to save his life. And it didn't work. The crazy thing is that in the movie, he had like some type of illness that, I think it was rare or something like that. And so it kind of seemed like they had it kind of mirror his real life. So, yeah. What else did I like? I liked the girl power in this movie, of course, but they still fell short. And I'm not going to get into that part because right now I'm just talking about the things that I like. Okay. So of course I like the girl power. I always love Okoye. Is it Okoye? Okoye, the one to the far right. The general. I always loved her. She's bad in everything though. Like, she was freaking the bomb as Michonne in Walking Dead. So she got this in the bag every time when it comes time to like wielding a sword or freaking spear, whatever the heck the weapon of choice is. Okay. So now also we had the Ironheart girl. I don't remember what her name was, but y'all could put it in the chat. That's fine with me. I liked her character. It was cool. I felt like it was a nice little it was an added element in the storyline that I feel we needed. But it was this type of character that we needed more of. Not saying we needed more of her, but we needed more of this type of stuff. Eric S. I do. I pronounce the W in sword. Yep. I don't say sword. I say sword. And okay, Riri Williams. Thank you, guys. All right. So she was really cute. And I love the fact that she's super smart. And it was kind of like, it was Shuri meeting her, like her little kindred spirit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was very in awe of them, like, oh my gosh, you're Princess Shuri and da 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 da. Okay, so that was really cute. I also have to say that I freaking loved Nakia. I just love the fact that she's like this Jane of all trades, and she knows all these different languages. And when it was time for her to get Shuri back, she did what she had to do. All right. Unfortunately, that this came to the detriment of Queen Ramona, so that's another thing. All right, but I just love her character, and she looks really cute in that suit too. Okay, very cute. All right, so now let's see what else am I talking about the things that I didn't like now? I think I am. So I'm going to talk about some things that I did not like. And one of the things that I didn't like was that Queen Ramona died. Of course, like somebody else said that in the chat. They didn't like that. They cried and everything. And that was a very sad scene. And I was just like, are we serious? Like, are we really doing this? Like, Shuri just lost her brother. And now she's going to lose her mom. Like, why would y'all do that? Why would y'all kill her off? Like, I didn't like that, but I'm going to tell you right now that I understood why the writers did it. Because when it comes to, storytelling and stuff like that, there are certain things that have to take place in a character's life in order to move them to do something. And Shuri was in a funk after T'Challa died. She just gave up all hope. She didn't care about, another Black Panther or anything like that. So her mom actually had to die, unfortunately, for her to arise into the position that she needed to be in. And and also remake or recreate, I should say, the Black Panther suit and all that, right? After Killmonger, I guess he destroyed all that stuff and everything. But, so that I understand they had to make her die, but not really. You could be creative enough. So I'm going to say this. I understand why she died, but I don't think they needed to make that happen. They could have had something else happen where Shuri would have stepped up to the plate. Maybe they could have had her on her deathbed, like she was fighting for her life, and then that's when Shuri stepped up and whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end brought her back or something. But why did you have to kill her off? That was annoying to me. Okay, let me see what else I got. So also, I didn't like that we didn't get enough of M'Baku. All right, I hope I'm saying his name right. But anyway, I didn't like that. I kind of felt like if we would have got more of him, it would have been more impactful as far as, the emptiness happening in the movie. So it's he came in and I felt like he was really cool as far as being this counselor or advisor for Shuri. But it wasn't enough. He just wasn't there enough. So I wasn't feeling that. And I'm gonna say also that I didn't like the fact that Shuri didn't take her place as queen. So this is gonna be a little weird because, instead she had him, M'Baku, go and challenge someone for the throne. And I'm like, okay, now I know I just said that I wanted more of him, but I didn't want him to take the freaking throne now. Really? No, I didn't want that. I actually wanted Shuri to take her place as queen. Okay, so I just kind of feel like Shuri, and I love Letitia Wright, but I just don't feel like she carried the movie enough. And I hate the fact that I'm saying that, because like I said, I have so much respect for all these actors, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm coming at them, because I'm really not. It just didn't do it for me, guys, and it just didn't. So let me see what some other people are saying. So DeMarcus says the writers made him look soft in the movie. Yeah, maybe so. Mike Conley says they overpowered the movie with all the women. To be honest, they didn't let any of the men from Wakanda shine. And I am glad that you said that, Mike, because I think that is my next, it's actually one of the things that I did not like. Hey, Savannah. So let me see what else is on my list. Next thing I didn't like, guys, was, you're probably going to be like, what? I didn't like Shuri's Black Panther suit. Now, in this picture right here, to me, it looks a little bit dark, but it looks kind of cool. But when it showed her in her whole body, I just felt like I didn't like it. I don't know. Maybe because I'm so used to the way Chadwick looks. And it is fit for a female. So I understand that. It just wasn't hitting for me. And it's not, that's a very minor little thing. But it's something that I mentioned. I said it out of my mouth because, I'm the talk to the TV type of person, talk to the screen, whatever type of person. And I remember saying this in the movie, I don't like her suit. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't feeling it. Okay, so let's see what else I have. I didn't like the fact that Wakanda seems very powerless in this movie compared to, what we know of them. They're supposed to be this really powerful country, and the water people, Namor, whatever his name was, I didn't like that. I didn't like that they were not that powerful. I understand that what's his name? He had more people than them, Namor, Honolulu, because I damn gonna sure remember. Tell me what his name is, guys, or I'm gonna keep calling him freaking Honolulu. All right. So I didn't like the fact that he came up on the shore. Like he was able to infiltrate Wakanda because they have vibranium down in the water as well. I didn't like that too. I didn't like the fact that they had vibranium. Like this was what the thing that was supposed to be so special about Wakanda, is that the vibranium, that was the thing. So now it's, come on. So now we sharing. Now we all, this one got vibranium too. Yeah, and Namor, yes, his people they were deep. It really was. They was deep. But Wakanda, like, I don't, maybe it's me, but I felt like they were so much stronger and better and powerful when T'Challa was there. That's just kind of what I thought. And so I didn't like that. And so here, let me say another thing about Namor was, he was on something, because he gonna come in and act like, I mean, I don't want to say act like, but I guess in his mind he didn't have no freaking manners. So he says, you guys you need to ally with me, okay, or else. Basically, that's basically his offer. Ally with me or else, because I got mad people. I got way more people than you. All right. And it was just like, what kind of offer is that? How do you become an ally with somebody who's pretty much threatening you? And then me and my son was talking about it, and he was like, yeah, he's basically threatening them with manners. And it was true. Like he sounded, very calm about it. And I don't want to say polite, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say polite, but in a way, I guess, because he wasn't mean, but he just was on some, you don't join me, we're just gonna, y'all gonna be the first one, y'all gonna be the first casualties that we kill, that's it. All right, so fine. All right, now like I said, I wasn't feeling, but I thought that something good was gonna come out of this, as far as when they abducted Shuri. And they had seemed like I thought they was going to have like this common ground moment and bond over that, but it didn't work out like that, right? And this is the whole thing, like, well, now we're going to just go, it's war because you took my hostage. Of course they're going to go take the hostage. They don't know you. They don't know what you're going to do. You have the princess of Wakanda. What do you expect people to do? So it was just very dumb to me. Now, DeMarcus says that Namor had the mindset of Killmonger. Right. Yeah, probably. Big Smooth says that's how the mafia does it. Subliminal. Right. Exactly. Like, just come over with me so I don't get disappointed. You don't want to see me when I'm disappointed. Basically. Like, what the heck? What the heck is that? All right. So let's see what else I did not appreciate in this movie. Okay, yeah. So now I'm gonna go to Mike's point. I didn't like the fact that there weren't enough men in this movie. Now, as a woman, that might sound weird to some people, but I'm all about the girl power. Like I told y'all, I have chicks that I love. I'm gonna do me a countdown video, like a rank video of my top however many favorite chicks. All right, y'all know I'm a Game of Thrones chick, so Brienne of Tarth is on there. She's one of my Sheree'S. So I'm going to do a video about my Sheree'S one of these days. Okay? So I don't have an issue with girl power. I really freaking don't. But it didn't carry in this movie. I love the ladies. Like I keep saying this. I love the ladies, but they just didn't do it for me in this movie. Okay? Now the women in The Woman King, they did that thing, okay, all the way. All right, but in Wakanda Forever, it just wasn't hitting. And on top of that, the fight scenes, to me, they were kind of lackluster. Like, I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't hyped. And I'm the type of person, y'all, that I will jump up and down and get very excited. If a fight scene is exciting to me, I'm on my feet. That's how I am. I'm jumping up. And I was sitting there like, oh, I'm not going to jump up in the movie theater. Like I have, self-control. But I'm saying, like, if I was watching it at home, I would be so hyped, jumping up and down, blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't feel anything. It just wasn't doing it for me. I don't know. I don't know why I feel so weird about saying this. I don't know why, but I do, because I know that some people are probably gonna be mad. I don't know, and I don't really care, I guess. You know what? It's not that I know people are not gonna like what I'm saying. It's the fact that I love these actors. So I feel like I just don't want to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, hey, Art Love. Mike Conley says, yeah, I had no problem with the females doing their thing, but they completely left out all the guys. The women of Wakanda go hard, for real. But it was like, man, is there any guys? Exactly. Are there any guys left? And I kind of was in a rush, so I forgot to get, like, I would love to have gotten, like, this picture of all the men and stuff like that. Because, man, like, Wakanda is powerful. Like, let's stop playing. Let me see. We have a few men in the back here, but that's not really, whatever. But I mean, like, let's stop. There were so many people. Like, there were a lot of people in the first Black Panther, and that movie was just. I gotta keep it 100. Y'all know that movie was one for the culture. It's for the history books. Like, it was all of that. And this right here did nothing to match it. I was so surprised when I heard my sister-in-law say that it was better than Black Panther. I was like, what? Better where? Like, I'm sorry, better where? And I love her though. But anyway, so I just couldn't understand. All right, so now let's see what else. DeMarcus says that Namor felt like the humans did his mother wrong, and I can understand that. Yeah, they had to change the script when Chadwick passed. They had another storyline. I mean, I could imagine. Big Smooth says that they did a big 180 with the sequel. Mike says, yeah, they had the script done, then Chad passed and had to rewrite the whole movie. And you know what? I could see that. I really could. I can see that. But with so much time that they took to, let this movie come out, I feel like they had time to write something better. I feel like they had time for that. And, so now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the subject of hashtag recast T'Challa. So I'm hearing that there are a lot of people, they want to recast T'Challa. And so here's the thing. They don't want T'Challa to die. And I totally understand that. The actor has passed, but they don't want the character to pass. And I think that makes perfect sense, honestly. But because of the fact that, in my opinion, Chadwick did such an amazing job with this character, I feel like the hashtag recast T'Challa is very difficult. And not to say that it can't be done, but if it is going to be done, it has to be done very carefully with the utmost consideration, because like this man, he bodied this character. Like when even when they were like showing, like, when I was watching Wakanda Forever, when they were showing the like the what do you call that again? I don't know why I'm freaking losing my mind, my thoughts right now. The I can't think. Wow. The flashbacks. Wow. Sorry about that, guys. The flashbacks, when they were doing the flashbacks, just watching this man's swag on the screen, I was just like, yeah, ain't no hashtag recast T'Challa. Like, if y'all don't get somebody that got this man's swag, it's not happening. That's my opinion. It's not freaking happening. Now, I'm going to say this. I feel like another thing that's very, very important is that the person has to resemble him. All right. So I'm going to tell you, here's the reason why I say this, because I used to watch Spartacus. I loved Spartacus. And the first season was called Blood and Sand. And the man that played him, his name was Andy Whitfield. Unfortunately, Andy had a similar situation, not the same disease, but he had cancer as well, and he did pass away. This was so freaking sad because they wanted to do a season 2, and he was ready for it, right? But I think he had Hodgkin's lymphoma or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but his cancer affected his legs. and to watch him struggle, and because there was like some documentary that came out after he died, maybe 2 years or so after. I don't remember, but sometime after he died, it came out, and it was just showing his journey and how he was just so desperate to live. And that's it's freaking heartbreaking. You know what I'm saying? So they, instead of doing the season 2, like they did do season 2, but instead of doing it with him, they did a prequel. So they gave it enough space and to give us time. And when they came back with season 3, they came back with another man to play Spartacus. And I don't remember exactly how I felt at the time, but what they did well was that they made sure that the person looked like him, and he definitely had that same embodiment, and it was a hit. Okay, and this is the other dude that played him. They don't look like twins, but they look alike enough, and he did an excellent job playing Spartacus. He carried the rest of the series. And so for me, I'm saying that I think the same thing has to happen with T'Challa if there's going to be a recast. I'm on board for the recast, guys. I am, because this movie showed me they need T'Challa. It's empty. It's empty. I'm sorry. It's empty. I said it. They need T'Challa. Okay? They need the men. Forget that. I love women. I'm a woman myself. We need the men. We need the men. And let me tell you something. I get more hyped about a female kicking behind when she's amongst men. That's when I'm hyped about a chick doing her thing. Like when she's amongst men doing her thing, I freaking love that. All right. So that is what I have to say about the hashtag recast T'Challa. And let me hear, I'm going to read y'all thoughts about it before I move on to the Killmonger thing. Okay, so we have, let me see what Mike is saying. Yeah, I talked to the guy that started the hashtag, dude, made some great points. Oh, okay, cool. Big Smooth says, at this point, I'll take Michael J. Really? Michael J. White as King of Wakanda. At least he could fight. That's very true. That is very, very true. But I would side eye that, because I just need somebody I need all of this right here. You see what's on the screen right here? I need all of that. We're never going to be able to replace Chadwick ever. Okay? But we need to have there is somebody out there that looks like him and that can pull this off. I don't think it's impossible, guys, but I'm saying for me to be sold, that's what I need, because it's been done before on Spartacus. So that's how I feel. All right. Mike Conley says, I felt they should have just brought a variant from another multiverse and had them replace him. Personally, they should have brought Michael B. Jordan as a BP variant and used him. I don't know. Lil Rock, thing is, Chadwick would want it recasted. He said he hated the idea of people saying no one else can play a certain role. Yes, I did see somewhere that his brother spoke out about that as well, that he wouldn't have wanted the character to die along with him, right? Like he wasn't egotistical or anything like that. So I understand that. And I agree with that. Like I said, I agree with that. And my point is that I just think they need to make sure they come correct before they do it. Now, DeMarcus says that Damson Idris could play T'Challa. I don't know. And as much as I love Damson, I don't know. But see, to me, they don't look alike. But I could, for some reason, see some kind of swag coming off of Damson, just because, like, he is a British actor who was able to kill that South Central accent. Okay, California accent, LA accent, whatever. Hi, AG. Yes, I am feeling a lot better. So much better, to the point where I can laugh without coughing. Like, I'm so excited about that. I never thought I would be, but I am. AG also says, I saw Wakanda Forever. I enjoyed it except for one part. Okay, can you please tell me what part that is? All right, Big Smooth said they could use Papa Doc to recast the King. Who is that? I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. I might have to look that up. Mike Conley says, yeah, Chad said he wanted that character to continue. E-Man, that the guy that started the hashtag had talked to his brother also. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. They need the story of T'Challa because he plays a huge part in the MCU, and it's not many smart Black kings out there. Facts. Thank you. Shout out to you. Jeremiah, please stop it. Denzel is Denzel. AG said excuse me, I agree. Look at that. I coughed and laughed, didn't I? I laughed and coughed. We do need T'Challa, but Shuri did a great job. Yeah, she did. How about this being an opportunity to bring Ghost back and make him a good dude? Now we're going to move on, guys. AG says, I don't know if everyone saw it, but I hate seeing the queen died. I wish they fleshed that part out and didn't make sense to me. Right. I meant to tell you, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that if you have not seen this movie by now, this is not the video for you, because this is not a spoiler-free review, because I felt like I'm the last person in the world to see it. Obviously, I'm not, but Anyway. All right, so now let's move on to those were my points about hashtag recast T'Challa. And now let's move on to bring back Killmonger. So for me, guys, I did not like Killmonger in Black Panther. I felt like he was a villain, and I didn't like him. I loved the thing that he said before he died. I understood his mindset, but I felt like his anger was misplaced, So I didn't like him. And guess what? I love Michael B. Jordan. Freaking love him. But I did not like Killmonger. I'm sorry. You can be mad if you want. I did not like him, okay? Stop. So, did he have a brain on him that was smart and, the way he was thinking about it? Absolutely. He did. But don't come for Wakanda. Don't come for my people. Going to take over the throne, kill like all of this stuff. No. All right? No, and more no. All right? AG says that Killmonger is fine, but he was the devil in Wakanda. He was the devil. You, Mike, I'm not playing with you, okay? I'm definitely not going to I'm definitely not gonna highlight your comment, okay? Because I don't need nobody taking that serious. All right, now Killmonger was the protagonist and T'Challa was. Killmonger was not the protagonist. He was the antagonist. Okay. Big Smooth says, I don't want to see Donald doing the nay-nay in the Black Panther suit. Oh, yeah, because somebody said something about... Stop, Mike, you know what? Somebody said something about making Donald Glover T'Challa. Y'all playing around up in here tonight. Just stop it. Let's stop. Stop. DeMarcus said, I'm tripping. Oh, well, it's just, my opinion. But listen, guys, when he showed up in the movie, Shuri was pissed off that she saw him instead of her mom or T'Challa. And it was like, because, boo, you kind of got the same mindset as this dude. If you're a bit on the rebellious side. She's not with the whole, what was that? She wanted to do away with the traditions or she wasn't really caring about the traditions and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But, look, he had a very iconic, what's that? An iconic line in Black Panther, where he said something about, bury me where my ancestors were or something like that. I'm not saying it right, of course, because they knew that death was better than bondage or something like that. That was iconic. Okay. And to be honest, towards that end was when I actually had my fingers crossed for Killmonger. Like, I really wish that he would have turned good, right? Break good. You know how they say break bad? I wanted him to break good. So speaking of breaking good, the word that I've heard was that bring back Killmonger, but make him good and let him be the king of Wakanda. The crazy thing is, I'm not against that. All right. Like if you're not able to recast T'Challa, I guess at this point, anything would be an improvement from what they gave me, because I'm not going to say us, because this is just my opinion. Anything that they gave me, this would be him being good, being brought back and being a good guy, and then being king of Wakanda. With that, that still being a smart dude and everything, with that, no slavery mindset and all. I'm cool with that. But they just make sure you come harder, because I can't deal with the emptiness. I just can't. All right. So AG says Shuri was all about revenge, rightfully so, but it was misplaced. Yes. And DeMarcus, I do understand that T'Challa's father killed Killmonger's father, but T'Challa didn't kill his father, right? And so why take that out on Wakanda? I just didn't like that. And another thing that I didn't like, that I should have mentioned in my didn't like stuff, was that Shuri let Namor live. I didn't like that. Kill him, okay, honey, kill him. Because you saw at the end he was still on some, like, if anything happens, they're gonna need us and all. Like, I just didn't like his attitude at the end. I understood that he kind of yielded and stuff. That was great. And he understood that Shuri could have killed him and she didn't. But I didn't like that. Look, T'Challa, for me, she kind of, like, her mom came to her and was like, show him who you are. Okay, whatever, right? But at this point, it's like she did the same thing that T'Challa did with the Winter Soldier. I understood why T'Challa did that with the Winter Soldier, because the Winter Soldier was more like, his mind was kind of brainwashed and he was being controlled and stuff like that. This dude literally just went with his full regular mind, nobody's controlling him, nothing like that. He's a king and all of that. And he killed your mother on purpose. You needed to get rid of him. He needed to go. So I didn't like that. All right. And that is just that. Okay. So bring Killmonger back if that's what y'all need to do to make things better. Fine, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Now let's see what else. The whole thing was stupid, the way they just made up like he killed your mom. What? Yes, I hated that part too. Shuri should have killed him. Maybe this will be set up for the third movie. Right. But I'm not excited to see the third movie. I need to see way more. Okay? Way more. I would love if Killmonger and Namor team up. What actors would anyone suggest for the recast? That's a good question. Could y'all? They kind of did a little bit, Michelle, but they was up in here wilding, girl. They talk about some Donald Glover. I think somebody's. Yeah, they said Donald Glover. I think who is that big? Who said Donald Glover? They acting up. They acting up. They said Denzel. So you know what, guys? No. Namor killed Shuri mom, and they all singing Kumbaya at the end. And exactly, nasty work. I'm not cool with that. So I was upset Shuri drank the herb, and now all of a sudden she can fight, get stabbed, stay alive, and beat Namor. I wasn't upset about that. I thought that was the whole purpose, like this power that comes along with all of that stuff. That's what I thought. But like I said, guys, new to Marvel, don't get at me. You know what I'm saying? Now, Mike Conley says to check E-Man's recast bid. He lists a ton of actors. Okay, that's what's up. Now, what else was I gonna say? So I'm not into like I said, anyone just playing. I feel like, to be honest, that it has to be an unknown actor who looks like Chadwick. That's how I feel. I'm not really here for like some just regular actor coming through. I mean, not regular, known actor coming through. I'm not here for it. I just don't. My mind won't let me accept it. I don't know if I'm crazy, like if I'm just like by myself in this, but my mind will not let me accept it. It just won't. Okay. She should be strong, but she shouldn't know how to fight. Okay, that's fine. Totally fine. All right, so let's see. That's enough for the Killmonger. So I understand that some of y'all probably are excited. Y'all would love to see Killmonger come back, but would you want him to come back as a villain, or do you want him to come back as a good guy? Because I want him to come back as a good guy if that is what happens. And oh, wait a minute, I'm bugging. I have to tell y'all how beautiful this man looked when he showed up. Oh my gosh. I think, what did he have on white? I think he had on all white. His locks was long and just like the tied up. I was like, oh my gosh, he is looking fine. Anyway, I just had to add that out there. So I know some of my ladies was like, good. Michelle says, I agree with an unknown actor also. Yeah. Mike says, and I think that's why they didn't recast so fast. Yeah, I want them to take their time. Take their time, please, with this. If you're gonna do it, take your time. And now, also, guys, you got to remember. Look, and maybe the Marvel people is gonna be like, it's gonna be some easy stuff. But for me, I'm feeling like they got to think hard of how they're going to spin this. You know, because we saw in the beginning how Shuri was going hard trying to save her brother. So if he died, then how are we going to bring this back? Like, how are we going to make him come back? What's going to happen here? You know, we saw them do it before in Black Panther. Are they going to have a repeat of that? Like, how come he died in Black Panther and then they was able to bring him back? Like, why? I'm done with this. I'm done. Like, it's too much because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a nerd, so I just kind of, I don't really know. But AG says villain turned noble for sure. Exactly. I love that. I love that because I've seen, you know, I don't see Michael B. Jordan acting like a villain as, you know, as much as, if ever, really, until I saw Black Panther. So to see him good is always great. Okay. Miss K, what do you think of the ending with Nakia and the son? And I was just about to bring that up. So I thought that was awesome. I was wondering what the heck was taking so long because I could have sworn that I saw her giving birth in the trailer. So I was like, what's happening here? Why didn't she say when Queen Ramona went to go find her in Haiti? I was like, okay, why didn't she say anything about her having a baby? Like, I was waiting for her to tell the story, like, you know, I had a baby, like, and it went back in time and showed the little flashback of her giving birth and all of this stuff, but they never did. And I was like, what is happening here? I know what I saw. So then we get to the end credits or the after credits or whatever, and that was nice. He's T'Challa. So are y'all like wanting the kid to grow up and then he can be T'Challa, Prince T'Challa, turn King T'Challa? Like, what y'all think about that? Is that something y'all would want also? Because if that were to happen as well, I would be open to that, but he still has to have the embodiment of Chad. I'm just not budging from that. And let me also say that I can be proven wrong. I don't care. Like, surprise me. Like, if they were to cast somebody that I don't agree with, but then if I go and see the movie, I would love to be pleasantly surprised. I don't mind any of that. I would love that. But right now, the way my mind is working, I'm not feeling it. I need what I need. All right. So, Miss K, did you like the scientist in the movie? Yes. The young lady, Ironheart, yes, or Riri, whatever they call her. I did. I loved her, and I thought that was something that they needed because it was, like I said, it was missing a lot. So now, they was Namor being born, not T'Challa Jr. Okay. I don't know because I remember seeing Nakia. I saw that. So that might have been a part of the freaking, you know, past script. and they done screwed up and showed us something else, like, whatever. So now let's move on to my last segment, which is things I would change. So I don't want to say like I'm going to sit here and pick this movie apart and rip it apart. No, overall, it was a good movie. Okay. Overall. But like I said, the emptiness because of what we know before and all of that. Like I can't sit here and be like, oh, it's trash. Like I'm definitely not doing that because it wasn't trash. They had a little storyline going on and everything, but it was so many things that was missing that could have made it a great movie, even though we don't have Chad. Like that stuff is possible. So one thing that I will say is that I would definitely change the fact that the Underwater Kingdom has vibranium. Like I'm stuck on that. I don't like that. Okay. Now, another thing that I would change is the soundtrack. Okay, guys. It was not good. Like it was a lot of, African movie music playing in the background, which is not a problem for me. But what made, in my opinion, Black Panther so great and just such a feel-good vibe was the soundtrack. Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd, like, all of that and all the music when they came up into that, I think, was it the Chinese restaurant or something? They was fighting and the beat, everything. What was that song? Pray for Me? Who gonna pray for me? I love it. I love it. They needed that. The action was not there. The fight scenes, like I said, was lackluster. It just wasn't there for me. I love the fact that the women, they're doing their thing, but it didn't even show the women doing that much. Like the scenes were just not dope enough. And that is what I would have changed. More men, of course. Like, where are the men? Where was Daniel Aiolu or whatever the heck I forgot the guy that played in Get Out. I'm sorry if I messed his name up real quick. Where the heck was he at? In Black Panther, they had so many people. They had like a bunch of different men, and they had of course Chad, but they had Forrest Whitaker, and I think he died. But they just had so many people. Like I can't think of everybody, that they had on there. But it was just filled with so many great actors, so many great scenes. It was exciting. It was fun. This one, it was too much sadness going on, which of course you understand. It's supposed to have that, but it was missing good music. It was missing the action. It was missing men, like I said already. M'Baku was like he was supposed to be this big, strong guy that gave T'Challa a run for his money, and what the heck happened to him? I was not feeling none of this stuff. I just wasn't, guys. And so I can't really sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna change this, that. Those are just a few things that I'm gonna change. I know I probably said a few things over, but that is how I feel. That's it. And it's to the point where I don't see myself watching that movie ever again. Like I almost said to myself, well, maybe you need to probably watch it again because maybe there's something that you're missing, or there's something that sometimes you could see something once and be like, what the heck? And then you go back and watch it again and be like, oh, okay, it's actually good. I don't feel like that. Like if I feel an emptiness, it's not going to be filled by going back and watching it again. Not at all. Hey, Relax and Chill TV says, I gave it a 7.5. I'm going to have to say that as well. 7.5 is what it is. Namor punched him once and he was done. Exactly. He was freaking done to the point where I was like, did they just kill him? Like because his suit got all crushed and ripped. I was like, I know they're not playing themselves like this. The guy from Get Out was in jail for siding with Killmonger. He wasn't in the movie because he was busy filming Nope. Okay. Work out them schedules. I can't say that. I'm just acting stupid, but it would have been nice for him to be in it. It would have been nice for them to fill it up. I mean, I don't know if for some reason I kind of was wondering if they had the Woman King come out first so that we can kind of get a little more acquainted with the women being in the forefront. But I didn't take the time to look to see if the same people were attached to this or anything like that. So, but you never know. Even if they weren't the same people attached to this, they probably could have talked it out. Like, that it could be like that in the industry, but I don't freaking know. Let me look at these ratings before I get out of here. So 7 out of 10 for AG, 6.5 for Jeremiah. Wow. Yeah, just watch it again for the Easter eggs. I don't want to waste 3 hours of my time to do that. I'm sorry. I just don't want to. So what was your rating though, Mike? I would love to know since you suggested me to watch it again. Might go down to 5.3 if I watch it again. Right. Looking forward to the Wakanda Disney Plus show or even a potential BP3. So I'm only looking forward to BP3 if they do all the things that I just mentioned. Yeah, that's the only way. Because other than that, I don't know. And to be honest, like that whole storyline with the underwater people and stuff like that, the Namor's folks, that was okay. I kind of feel like it would have been better if they would have been allies and then went against somebody else, like the white people that wanted to come after them. Like that would have been cool. But then did they have anybody that had superpowers or something like that on I don't know. Whatever. I'm just tired of talking about this because I just kind of feel a little out of place talking about it because I know there's so many daggone nerds, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you reviewed Wakanda Forever. I loved your thoughts. Oh, thank you. The show will follow up. Yes, I did hear that. She's gonna have a show, and I don't know. My son is he's into Marvel, and he was just not excited about that. So I don't know how everybody else is. Are you guys excited? Any nerds in the building that are excited about the Iron Heart show? I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But I don't really want to see that. I don't want to see it, even though I love the fact that one of my sisters got a show in Marvel. And I like, listen, that's dope. And you ain't going to lose nothing if Miss K don't watch. So you're going to have a whole bunch of other people that's dedicated and they're going to watch. And I wish her all the best. And I hope that it's a success. But most likely, I'm not going to watch. If I hear great things about it, I might check it out, But guys, that was it for, for me. Like I said, we need somebody like Chad. That's it. You see this swag? Come on now. It has to be on 100. And it has to be somebody that is undiscovered, and this is what he was born for this hashtag recast T'Challa movement, okay? And that is all I have to say about that. I thank you guys so much for being here with me. And, I hope that you guys come back and let's talk again. So for Sunday, I'm not sure what I'm doing, guys. I'm going to go live on Sunday. We're back. I told you that things is going to slow down a little bit before the holiday. But we're back now. We're back on schedule. So Friday here, Sunday, we're going to be here. Not sure if I'm going to be talking about, I think, okay, so what I'm trying to do, guys, is I would like to talk about Atlanta, the series finale, because I'm already up to like episode 6 or something like that. So I'm trying to get those out. And even if I don't get you guys with all the videos, I'm still going to talk about the last episode because I believe I'm going to see that. All right. I also have something exciting coming up. I'm going to do a marathon on my channel for New Year's Day. So please put in the chat certain things that you want, even if you catch this on a replay, certain shows that you want, because I plan on doing it. I don't know how long. I don't know if it's going to be 12 hours straight of a marathon, every hour on the hour for 12 hours, but I'm going to be working hard towards this. It's something that I came up with, and I just thought that, it would just be pretty entertaining to just have y'all with back-to-back videos, hitting y'all with back-to-back videos. So we're going to have some throwbacks up in there. Of course, I'm going to have some of The Wire in there, and just different things. Whatever we could be talking about around that time, I will have it. Maybe some throwback movies. So just talk to me, let me know. Some of them will be live to where you'll see me like how you see me now. And some of them will they have to, because in order for me to do a 12-hour marathon, I have to have pre-recorded stuff that's going to be premiered at certain times. So please look for that. Probably throughout the week, as some ideas come to me, I will do a poll and to see what y'all want to see during that time for my marathon. And then that's what I will work on. All right. So I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be fun. And hopefully that'll be something that if it's successful and you guys really like it, I can do that every year. So I've been trying to come up with different ideas to help my channel stand out a little bit. And that's just one of the things that I've decided to do. All right, guys, you guys be blessed and take care. Thank you so much for coming through. And I want to say thank you to Mike Conley, DeMarcus Bond. Thank you for, even bringing this up, because I wouldn't be doing this if I wouldn't have done the review if you didn't ask. Okay. AG. And she says, thinks that's a great, I think that's a great idea. Oh, awesome. I'm glad. Washington. Okay, let's see. That's right. Jeremiah, Michelle, and who else? I'm sorry, guys. I'm saying this kind of slow. Big Smooth. What up? Shout out to Miss K looking like to me. Oh, thank you. Who else is in the building I didn't say nothing to? Lil Rock, Relax and Chill TV. I'm sorry if I missed you. Please forgive me. I love you guys all. I appreciate every last one of y'all coming up in here. And, it's just always wonderful talking to y'all. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I think I'm trying to get out of here, but somebody's talking about, I guess, hashtag recast T'Challa. John David Washington. Look, I love him. I could see the swag. I don't see him looking like T'Challa, but you might be on to something. You might be on to something. Okay. Mike, you just trying to come for me tonight. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Okay. All right, guys. We'll talk. Talk to you guys later. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're just now catching it on the replay, please put hashtag replay. Share the video as well. And you guys have a wonderful, lovely morning, day, all that good stuff. Bye-bye.